ग्लूकोज दो चम्मच डाल इसमें डाल के लिया। नीचे का पार्ट अभी हम जाएंगे, पहले हमें वो दोनों जो डिफरेंसेस हैं उन्हें फॉलो करना है। लिखने के लिए जगह छोड़ दीजिए, वी आर नॉट रनिंग अवे, विल डू इट। देखिए इसमें ऑब्वियसली आई हैव टू स्टार्ट अप विद दिस चार्ट बिकॉज दिस चार्ट विल गाइड यू हाउ टू गो थ्रू द थिंग्स। मैं इस चार्ट को दोबारा आपको डिस्कस करना चाह रहा हूँ। आई मीन इसको कैसे हमने डिफरेंशिएट किया ये देखना है। First thing, when you are given with two formula, you have to start here. Should we call them isomers or not? That is the point. So first you should compare molecular formula. For example, you are given with C4H9OH. This is one compound. Another compound given to you is C5H11OH. Let us condense them and find the relationship. This is C4H10O. This is C5H12O. If you try to make a relation between them, you find that they are not identical. If they are not identical, we will not call them isomers. So very simple answer you should derive out here. These are not isomers. Isomers must have same molecular formula. This is the first thing I have to tell. Second thing, if you have a formula like C4H9OH, you have another formula C2H5OC2H5. I condense that into C4H10O. Condense this into C4H10O. Since they have same molecular formula, we have to conclude these are isomers. That means we have a permission to enter into this chart. If these two formula are given, you cannot enter into the chart. Cannot follow chart. Which chart? This chart. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा एम्फेसिज्म चाहिए। अगर आप सोचेंगे कि मैं हाई लेवल पे जाता हूँ, सीधा हाई लेवल पे आ जाता हूँ, फिर आप दुखी होते रहना। मैंने आपको कहा था मैं पहले एबीसी पढ़ाऊंगा, फिर मैं कोई ग्रांटेड नहीं लेना चाहता आपको ये आता है या नहीं आता है। सब चीज अपनी तरफ से बता दूं तो मुझे पक्का पता है कि मैंने आपको ये बता दिया है तो ये होगा फिर डिस्कशन में। सो आई एम गोइंग लिटिल स्लो, धीरे धीरे ही चीजें एकदम रेज हो गया। और कर्व वुड बी लाइक दिस। ठीक है, अगर मैं इसको ऑल ऑफ सडन ऐसे कर दूंगा तो सब स्लिप हो जाएंगे. सो बी केयरफुल. सी, नाउ द क्वेश्चन कम्स that you are given with two formula. Where should I place it? So the first division which asks you about comes here. Do the compounds have same connectivity? Let us do an exercise to understand it. Imagine that in laboratory, teacher has given you two bottles on the table. This is first bottle or tube, the second tube. He said that the formula is C4H10O. This is also C4H10O. आपको बोला इनमें रिलेशनशिप बताओ. You have many answers to tell. First thing, you can say, sir, these are identical because their formula are same. दोनों में same chemical भरा हुआ है. So the first option lies is that these are identical. There is no difference at all. Difference at all in terms of the formula of the molecules present in it. Firstly, I mean formula means arrangement formula. Secondly, their physical and chemical properties are also just identical. The same boiling point for the two liquids, same melting points for the two liquids, same optical activity or whatever we can measure for it, conductivity, etc., etc. Every set of properties is same. Then I am dead sure that these two compounds are identical. This is the first choice. But teacher discards. He says that, no, you can try this, but you will find different boiling points, you will find different melting points, you will find different arrangements. Now you decide what kind of isomerism exists. How many have understood? So what you have to do? You have to follow through this chart. How? First thing, you have to check the connectivity of the two formula. First thing, convert them into formula. There are different ways to get the formula in laboratory. Like spectroscopy, it tells you that what is the relative arrangement of atoms. Okay, so formula need to be decided. So for the first compound and second compound, the student derived two formula. For the first compound, he said that the compound looks like this. And for the second compound, he has derived a formula. He said that compound looks like this. All these lines are satisfied by hydrogen. For the sake of saving time, I am skipping them. They are granted. Hydrogens are granted and valencies. These two things are given. So as being a chemistry student, what is your first task? The first task is to check connectivity. In order to decide, you will enter to the left branch or to the right branch. जो इसका first division है, that is either going to left or going to right. How to decide connectivity? Connectivity is simply a set of bonds. How many carbon-carbon bonds are there? One. This is not carbon-carbon bond. This is not carbon-carbon bond. This is carbon-carbon bond 2. So C bonds are 2 in number. How many CO bonds are there? This is one CO bond. Likewise, it is another CO bond. There are 2 CO bonds in number. CO and CO. Then, how many CH bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 CH bonds are in number. This is the connectivity description of this molecule. How many have understood? Right. Now let us define it. How many CC bonds? 1, 2, 3. How many CO bonds? 1. How many OH bonds? 1. How many CH bonds? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 CH bonds. what you have to check, this set of connectivities, if these are identical, suppose the two set of connectivities are identical, then you have to move into that right branch that we call stereoisomers. And if the set of connectivities are not identical, then you will enter into the structural isomers. Here you will enter into stereo isomers. Should I repeat? कितने लोगों को समझ में आ गया? पहला क्लासिफिकेशन कैसे होगा? By deciding molecular, that we call connectivity of bonds. You have to check the connectivity. If the checking of connectivity sets are not matchable, if they are not identical, you will call that they are structural isomers. Should I repeat? No. C. Now the D point I am writing here. Or let us check one more example. C1, C2. I'll give one more example. Look here. मैंने आपको कहा था ये सब्जेक्ट फुल ऑफ जजमेंट से भरा हुआ है. जजमेंट कैसे करना है, वो एक आंख को जजमेंट पे रखो. ये टीचर ये बोल के क्या जज कर रहा है, ये बोल के क्या जज कर रहा है, तब तो सीखते जाओगे. ठीक है. और कविता सुनने आए हो, कोई कभी कुछ कविता सुना रहा है और वो बोरिंग है या नॉन बोरिंग है, तो कविता कभी याद नहीं होती है. यहाँ पे आप कविता सुनने थोड़ी आए, है ना. सो बी अलर्ट. दिस इज वन स्ट्रक्चर, this is another structure. Second day teacher told, no, today I am giving you again C4H10O. But this description is different than the one which I gave you yesterday. He told like that. You went into lab, decided their structures. थोड़ा सर हिलाओगे तो मुझे एनर्जी मिलेगी. काइनेटिक एनर्जी वहां से यहाँ ट्रांसमिट हो जाएगी. ठीक है. So what they found? What the student has to decide, whether I should enter into stereo or I should enter into structural or constitutional isomers. They are one and same. Structural or constitutional are same. Now, define it. Define it. मैं आपको कुछ सिखा रहा हूँ इसलिए define it. CO bond 1, CH bond 9, OH bond 1, CC bond 1, 2, 3. Well, define here. CC bond 3, CO bond 1, CH bond 9, OH bond 1. So it is a matter of surprise for you. No, these compounds are having same set of bonds. If they are same set of bond, we should enter into the stereoisomers. But sorry, these are not stereoisomers. When you go to your teacher and tell that, sir, these are stereoisomers, you get 0 marks. Your decision was wrong. So now how we have to learn to do the correct decision, I am going to tell you. Okay, listen, हम next level पे आ गए. Whenever you define carbon exists in different forms. There are different types of carbon that I have to explain. Different types of carbon one should know. I am going to introduce them. Suppose this is a structure. Like this. And ask you that every carbon which is present in the structure is the same as compared to other. So the answer seems yes, everything is written C for cat. So all are the same. Why should you call them different? No, they are not same and different. I will tell you how. Suppose Praveen is sitting here. He goes all alone to his home. I mean his rented room here. Wherever he is as a guest. अकेला जाता है रोज, वापस आता है, रोज जाता है. Second day I found that Praveen is surrounded by 2 bodyguards. Not 1, 2 bodyguards. मैंने कहा प्रवीण तो बदल गया है काफी, तो बॉडीगार्ड लग के चल रहा है. अरे यार कुछ बोलोगे तो फिर मेरे को पढ़ाने में मजा नहीं. तो ठीक है अभी प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी टर्शियरी डिफाइन करके चला जाता हूँ. वो दिमाग खुलेगा नहीं, सुन के चले जाओगे. मुझे आपके दिमाग की चाबी लगा के उसको बार बार खोलना पड़ता है. वो खोलने के लिए ऐसे एग्जाम्पल देना पड़ता है और तब उसमें पाइप लगा के सारी चीजें भर देते हैं, फिर वो वापस बंद हो जाता है. प्लीज लिसन. अब प्रवीण जो है थर्ड डे जो है वो लैंड क्रूजर में आए, ठीक बीच में बैठे हुए हैं और चारों तरफ 2 नहीं 4-5 बॉडीगार्ड बैठे हुए हैं. अब ये जब क्लास में एंटर होंगे तो मैं इनसे बहुत दूर दूर उस कोने में जाके पढ़ाऊंगा. Why? He is a very different kind of student now. तो प्रवीण का फोटो तो वही है पर उनका कैरेक्टर बदल रहा है. सेम वे व्हेन यू लुक एट द कार्बन, to how many other carbons it is been connected, that number changes its property, its appearance, its behavior. So one should define carbon in 4 different forms, which we call as primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon, and quaternary carbon. There are 4 types of carbon. Look here. As I told you, these lines are tending for hydrogen. Every time I don't need to write them, so I keep plain lines. This is connected to only 1 carbon. I asked for this. आप कितने कार्बन से जुड़े हुए हो? 1 से जुड़ा हूं. So it is primary. I asked to this carbon, how many carbon you are connected to? 2. Secondary carbon. Talk on this carbon. Connected to 1, this is carbon, this is carbon, this is carbon, hydrogen, it is tertiary. What's about it? Secondary. What's about it? Tertiary. You can do it quickly now. And what's about this? Quaternary. And what's about this? Primary. Out of 4 valencies, only 1 is satisfied by the carbon. How many understood? And what's about this? Primary. अब आप सोचिए कि पहले दिन जब प्रवीण यहाँ आए थे, इन्होंने मुझसे एक शीट मांगी, बोला मैंने आपको शीट पहले दे दी, दोबारा नहीं दे रहा. छठे दिन जब वो लैंड क्रूजर में 4-5 लोगों के साथ आए थे, उस दिन बोला सर मुझे आज शीट चाहिए. मैं कहा ले जाए यार, वरना पता नहीं अभी मैं शीट बन जाऊंगा. बिहेवियर इज चेंज. Now think on this. This is OH connected to which kind of carbon? 1 degree. Very good. And this OH is connected to which type of carbon? 2 degree. So when I define the CO bond, I should call it secondary CO bond. And this is primary CO bond. Is there a difference? Please tell me. Yes, the set of bonds are different. So we should call them different sets. So coming towards structural isomers. They are not stereoisomers. How many understood? Should I repeat? No. One simple question I would like to ask. Please answer for that. These are the 2 structures. Where would you like to put them? Both have the same formula, C4H10. See, after a while you need not do all this. आप देखोगे और आप एकदम देख के बोल दोगे ये इसका रिलेशन है. पर मैं तो ABC से पढ़ाऊंगा, वो मैं आपको पहले बोल चुका हूँ. अभी बताइए. Both have the formula C4H10. Are they same? I mean their set of bonds are same or different? different. Why can you say that? A presence of tertiary carbon is visible here. And such tertiary carbon is absolutely not there in the second structure. Tertiary carbon is missing. So whatever definition I will do, this tertiary will keep a difference. And therefore, without doing all this exercise, I can tell these are structural isomers. How many understood? Define करना चाहते हैं आप? define करिए. देखिए CC bond कितने हैं? 1, 2, 3. 3 CC bond. But of what nature? Tertiary CC bond. Define here. 1, 2, 3. CC bonds are there. Again 3. But it is primary, secondary. I can call these 3 are like primary, secondary, like secondary, secondary, like secondary, primary. Obviously, this definition is different than this. And now CH bond, likewise I can define CH bond and there will be difference in CH bond also. So what I will call? I will call that these are different. These are going to be the part of structural isomers. ठीक है. देखिए, अपने आप को बोर मत होने दो. आप हमेशा ये सोचो कि अगर ये टीचर ऐसे नहीं पढ़ाता तो ये बात मुझे कभी नहीं समझ में तो आएगी. मेरे को कभी नोटिस नहीं होती ये बात, मुझे दिखता नहीं कभी भी. ठीक है. ऐसा सोचते रहो. जब भी बोर होना फील करो ऐसा सोचो. That will help you to remain calm. Now after D, I am going to take one another case, E, and I want that you people should analyze with me. We will together do it. C double bond C, Cl, H, Cl, H, C double bond C, Cl, Cl, H, H. Let us make the sets of bond. C double bond C, 1, CH, 2, 1, 2, CCl, 2, C double bond C, 1, then CH, थोड़ा जल्दी बोलिए, 2, CCl, 2. Same set of bonds. फिर मुसीबत में आ गए. It seems that these are stereoisomers, but actually these are not stereoisomers. These are structural isomers. One more definition I will give you. Try to understand it. CCl bond, CCl bond. अब ऐसा सोचिए, दो बहुत अच्छे ड्राइवर्स को हम एक कार में बैठा दें तो क्या होगा? नहीं, एक ने चलाया तो दूसरे के घर थोड़ा रोको, मेरे को जरा करके आना है. और करना वरना कुछ नहीं है. वो जैसे उतरा भाग के उधर बैठ गया ड्राइवर से. बोला अब तुम उधर बैठो. वो मना तो कर नहीं सकते हैं कि तुम्हें चलाना नहीं आता. बोले मुझे भी उतना ही आता जितना तुमको आता. देयर विल बी कॉम्पिटिशन. आई थिंक मुझे थोड़ा सा स्पीड बढ़ा के आपको आपकी ताकत दिखानी चाहिए कि आप में क्या आपको आता है नहीं आता है. थोड़ा फ्रस्ट्रेट करता हूँ अभी, रुको. अरे मैं तो आपको कह चुका हूँ कि जो बात मैं बोल रहा हूँ उसमें इन्वॉल्व होना है. आपके चेहरे से, मैंने कहा सूरज चांद हो, मेरे तो हमेशा बोलता हूँ उसका क्या मतलब. आपके चेहरों से मुझे एनर्जी मिलनी चाहिए. और विश्वास रखिए इतना अच्छा हो जाएगा आपका काम कि मेरी जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. क्वेश्चन का आर्गुमेंट खुद आप कर लेंगे. मैं सिस्टमैटिकली ले जा रहा हूँ. आई एम गोइंग वेरी स्लो, टेकिंग केयर ऑफ यू. देखिए, एक बेबी पैदा हुआ. मैंने कहा देख, तो इंसान है, तुझे चलना आना चाहिए. उसका हाथ पकड़ा और उठा के दौड़ने लगा. क्या हो जाएगा? तो अभी आपको उठा के दौड़ने लगूंगा तो क्या होगा आप बताओ? आई हैव टू गो वेरी स्लोली. दिस इज माई ड्यूटी हियर, सो आई एम गोइंग स्लो. अब उस बेबी के बीच में कुछ दूसरे बड़े लोग आके बैठ गए तो उनको तो लगेगा ये बेबी को ऐसे कर रहा है, तो मैं तो बोर हो रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. कितने लोग बेबी हैं यहाँ बता दो पहले. इस सब्जेक्ट में बेबी कितने लोग हैं? कितने लोग बड़े हैं वो भी बता दो. आई विल हमेशा पहले आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा. तो मेरे को बड़ा तो कोई भी नहीं है, ठीक है। चलिए वापस आइए। तो ये फिर एक नई मुसीबत आ गई। द सेम सेट ऑफ बोन्स बट हैव डिफरेंट अरेंजमेंट्स। अरे तो उसको क्या करें हम, स्ट्रक्चरल बोले, स्टीरियो बोले? आई विल टेल यू, आई विल इंट्रोड्यूस। नो, इट्स नॉट स्टीरियो। आप बड़े आदमी बीच में बैठे हैं और गलत काम कर रहे हैं। वो बेबी को दौड़ाने का काम कर रहे हैं और खुद भी गिर रहे हैं। तो चेहरा छुपाया जा रहा है अपना। मेरा चश्मा लग चुका है, मुझे बराबर दिखता है। इधर देखिए ध्यान से, प्लीज लिसन। These are not stereoisomers. That's the case I took. There is one more term I would like to introduce, that is called geminal carbon. Apart from primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, two more terms I will introduce. One is called geminal carbon and vicinal carbon. One must check this whole set of difference in carbon atoms, different types of carbon. The two chlorine atoms present are on geminal. These are geminal. This arrangement is geminal. Superimposing arrangement is called geminal arrangement. Vicinal, neighbors are vicinal. And here the two Cl atoms are present on neighboring carbon. How many have understood? So when I write the set of CCl bond, here I should say that C vicinal. And here I should call C geminal. So are they same or different? Different. Very good. They are different. Likewise for the hydrogen I can say that this is geminal set of CH bonds. It is vicinal set of CH bonds. So they are not identical. If these are not identical, we cannot go into stereoisomers. These are structural isomers. How many have understood? Raise them fully if you understood. Good. So till this point, I suppose you should write down. So now, if you can visualize whatever I write here, then I can cover this part also, stereo. Then you may note down everything. Okay? देखिए, this part, stereoisomerism. I am only teaching you this section. ये लाइन पे ही है हम अभी. चार्ट तो कवर नहीं हुआ है. चार्ट कवर होने में बहुत वक्त लगेगा. ये लाइन पर है. We are only on that line division. In stereoisomerism, you should know that 3D exists. Stereoisomerism. There are stereo sound equipments available with us. Even on our mobile we have modes, stereo mode, surround mode, mono mode. In mono mode both here listen the same sound. In stereo, one drum here, one guitar here, like that, two left and right, giving good feeling. In surrounding it gives some feeling at the head also. They produce similar effects. I don't know how to do that, but they do it. Stereo means 3D, three-dimensional. Their difference can be understood by only studying them three-dimensionally. Okay. For this purpose, we use different kinds of formula. You should understand here. CHFClBr. This is one formula. Okay. For this formula, I am putting a structure. CHFClBr. This is a two-dimensional formula. Okay, one more formula I will put. CH dots F dots Cl dots Br dots. One more formula. CH Cl. Then this is Br. This is F. Something like that. You will wonder that chemists use different notations to express their ideas. When they write like this, we simply call that this is a molecular formula. When they write like this, only plain lines, no dots, nothing, then they call it Cooper structure. But when they write with the dots, we call Lewis structure. Okay. When they write like this, we call them line, shade, wedge, projection structure. Line, shade, wedge, projection structure. How many have understood? There are different ways chemists use this formula depending on their need. भाई आपके पास एक अम्ब्रेला है, आप सब लोगों के पास अम्ब्रेला है, आप सब लोग खोल खोल के ले आए और यहाँ रख दिया है, क्या होगा? We will get discomfort. मैं जा रहा हूँ घर, मुझे नहीं पढ़ाना आपको, आप भी जाओ घर. आपको अम्ब्रेला समझ में नहीं आता है, आप अपना जो सर है थोड़ा सा भी टिल्ट करने को तैयार नहीं है, आंखों में थोड़ी सी चमक लाने को तैयार नहीं है, तो आप घर जाके पढ़ो बुक. मैं अपने घर जाता हूँ, मैं गाने वाने सुनूंगा, टीवी देखूंगा, न्यूज आ रहा होगा. जबरदस्ती है क्या यार? कोई आपको रिस्पॉन्ड करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, आपके यहाँ से रिफ्लेक्शन जब तक नहीं आएगा मैं आगे नहीं जाऊंगा. आपको सिखाना जरूरी है कि क्लास में एक्टिव रहें. अम्ब्रेला, हाँ. What I said that you all people came here with open umbrella and kept everywhere. Not like this. Then I will not able to see you people. This is black. If it is black umbrella, then it's all black layer I can see. But when you close it and keep it compact, its purpose is different. Even nowadays, such umbrella are available which are very compact and can be put into a bag. Like this bag. Whenever needed, open it, it will get unfold and you can use it. Likewise, chemists use different formula for different purpose. They keep it compact when they don't want its bond description. But if they want to calculate the dipole moment or some polarity in molecule, they would try to expand it. If they want to see that how this molecule is going to behave, whether it will accept the electron or it will donate the electron, it has free electrons or not free electrons, they will take the Lewis dot structure. When they want to more and more probe into the molecule, they try to give more description to the structure. This structure is one of the most powerful and giving highest information of the molecule. It is called three-dimensional projection of the molecule. And its drawing system is very simple. How simple? I will tell you. Just imagine, I am going to draw a scenery here. Most of we people, humans, in lower classes draw the sceneries like this. Although such scene I have never seen in life, but I imagine that sun is coming up in sunrise time. There is a river and some boats and all that, some trees. Okay, please, let go my imagination wild and keep yours. This is one hut and all that. Such a beautiful place. I would like to live there, but unfortunately I have to teach you. I cannot go there. Please. The theme here is that, you tell me, if you are standing here, don't you feel that the river is coming, flowing from your back and going away from you by passing through you? Why? Because when the river is away from you, it is going narrower. Anything which goes behind you, and when you look at it, for example, you look at a railway track, you find that finally it seems like as if they are joining. So anything which goes behind you seems going narrower. Our eyes perceive them in narrower sense, going narrowly. And anything which is coming towards you, suppose you take this pen and bring very close to your eyes, you find that ये तो बहुत बड़ा दिख रहा है, ये छोटा दिख रहा है. The same technique is used to describe a molecule. How? When we draw the shade, it starts bigger, but goes narrower as it approaches to the last atom. It means it is the most distant atom in this structure. Okay? Then when you look at the fluorine, then you find that this line is going thicker, 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 thicker. It's coming towards your eyes. Okay? And obviously, this is not having any such impression. It must be interment of these two stages. So what does it mean? If I take, देखिए एक्चुअल में मैं अगर ऐसे नहीं सोचूंगा ना कि आपको ऐसे पढ़ाना है, तो आगे जाके भी मैं स्किप करता रहूंगा, तो फिर आगे दिक्कत आएगी. अभी कई लोगों को ये आता है, उन्हें लग रहा है कि अरे बहुत स्लो और चल रहा है और टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है. ऐसा मत सोचिए. यही आदत आगे जाके आपको फायदा देने वाली. अब मैं कट कर जाऊंगा तो आगे जाके भी कट करूंगा, तो फिर आपको प्रॉब्लम आएगी. नाउ लुक हियर, लाइक दिस. हाइड्रोजन, क्लोरीन, bromine going away, that's why it is going narrower. Fluorine towards you, it looks very big. So it gives you a three-dimensional sense of the molecule. Okay, one more question I would like to ask. Tell me, if this is a three-dimensional structure, hydrogen, deuterium, chlorine, bromine, which of the atom is farthest from you? Very good. Chlorine. I mean, if I draw the structure, it should appear like this. Then, this marker is representing you chlorine. This is marker, it is representing chlorine. And which is towards you? Bromine. Which two or three atoms are in the plane? Three atoms are in the plane. Hydrogen, carbon, deuterium. Hydrogen, carbon, deuterium are in the plane. How many understood? Good. So now let me do one thing. I'll draw two compounds. Suppose you went into class, you went into lab and teacher had given you a set of bottles and he said that these compounds are CFClBrI. This is also, both have the same formula. CFClBrI. You went on doing some experiment. Boiling point found the same. Melting point found the same. थोड़ा सा इन्वॉल्व होइए. Density again found identical for both of them. Any physical property, solubility, the same way, its dielectric constant or dipole moment mu, same way. Whatever property you could have measured, everything is same. You will wonder and come back to this teacher and tell that, कि sir, आपने जो compound दिया वो तो एक जैसा दे दिया है. आपने कहा ये आइसोमर है, आइसोमर तो है ही नहीं. क्यों? फॉर्मूला भी सेम है, प्रॉपर्टी भी सेम है. तो एक ही लिक्विड को दो बोतल में भर दिया आपने, आधा इधर भरा, आधा इधर भरा, मुझे दे दिया आपने. तो टीचर सेज डोंट थिंक आई एम अ फूल. एज पर जैसे यूजुअली टीचर्स इगोइस्टिक होते हैं. प्रैक्टिकल में तुम्हारे नंबर 30 में से 15 कर दूंगा अगर ये बात दोबारा बोली तो. हाथ जोड़ के सॉरी सर, पता नहीं आप तो नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि आपको तो मार्क्स एश्योर कर दिया जाता है. I don't want to go further. But in our time it was not like that. Teacher used to be very strict. Experiment करके दिखाना ही पड़ता है. अब सब चीजें व्यापारिक हो गई हैं, तो कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता है. क्या करना पड़ता है आपको मालूम है. But forget, in a true sense, टीचर के पास जाएंगे टीचर नाराज हो जाएगा. आप दोबारा गए, ये सब करके लाए 3 बार 10 बार, शाम को आके आपने उनके पांव पकड़ लिए, सर मेरे से तो नहीं हो रहा है, मुझ पे कृपा करें, आप मुझे बताएं कि अलग कैसे है। Then he said one thing, measure their optical activities. And if you remember, few days back I told you how to measure optical activity. There are certain light beams which vibrate in one direction only. They are called plane polarized light. When these light beams are passed into this solution, the deviation of the light beam are going to be different. They deviate differently. This compound moves in left direction, right direction. This compound moves that in left direction. Both are different. So only one property was different. But despite that different property, we found everything else is same. But no matter, the definition says that even a single difference exists. They are different. So what we found? The structure was same. Properties were same. Physical properties were same. Yet then they were having some difference. So that difference arises due to the three-dimensional arrangement, and we put them into stereoisomers. Okay? Now one thing. You may say that कि सर ये सब बातें आपने बोली है, हमने सुन ली, समझ लिया, हमें क्या करना है ये बताओ. So very simple thing. आपको क्या करना है? आपको connectivity check करनी है. If the connectivity is identical, you will come into the stereoisomer. Nothing else. Okay, check here. इसकी connectivity बताइए. CH, CCl, CBr, CI. If I draw one more structure similar way, CH, Br, Cl, D. The connectivities will be identical. How many have understood? So they will be placed in stereoisomers. One more thing I would like to mention here. तब आप इसको note करिए. This is H part. Imagine one day your teacher has given you 2 bottles and said that both the bottles have same structural arrangement. This time he was little liberal. Instead of giving molecular formula, he had directly given you the structural formula and said that define how are they related. Are they structural or stereoisomer? बताइए. Set बनाइए. C bond 1, 2, 3. इसका फॉर्मूला यही है, इसका भी यही है. चलिए मैं थोड़ा डिफरेंस बनाता हूँ, एक सेकंड रुको, क्योंकि आप लोग थोड़ा सा हायर जाएंगे तो ज्यादा ठीक रहेगा. CH3 OH then CH2 CH3. This is one formula. He had given you even more elaborated formula of the 2 liquids. Here he had given you H CH3 OH CH2 CH3. ठीक है. इसका फॉर्मूला ये है, इसका फॉर्मूला ये है. अब ये कौन सी क्लास में इधर आएंगे उधर आएंगे वो डिफाइन करना है. लेट अस डिसाइड. C double bond C, sorry C bond C 1 2, here also 1 3. बताइए यहाँ पे 1 2 3. तो C bonds are 3 in number here as well as 3 in number here. Further tell me CO bond 1, here also 1. But here I would like to mention that this carbon is of different type, secondary. Here too it is secondary. So that secondary nature is same at both the carbons. Then OH bond 1, here OH bond 1. Then CH bonds, tell me 3, 4, 9. CH bond is 9, out of which one CH is secondary and these 2 are also secondary. So I can say that 3 are secondary, rest are primary. So we can say, we can divide them like this, 3, 5. Check here, CH bond. Tell me. 9. And the same way, out of 8, out of 9, 3 are secondary and there are total 8. Out of 8, 3 are secondary, 5 are primary. This is also 8. 3 are secondary. कितने लोगों को समझ में आ गया? There is no difference in the connectivity. So you will put them in stereoisomers. These are stereoisomers. कितने लोगों को समझ में आ गया? Perfectly. ठीक है. अभी कितना समय मेरे पास है? 9:05. अब समय नहीं है, तो आज हमारे टेस्ट हुआ था. टेस्ट की वजह से we started it about 15 minutes late. तो कल टेस्ट नहीं होगा, टाइम से क्लास शुरू हो जाएगी, तो कल हम ज्यादा इसको कवर कर पाएंगे. कल का टेस्ट मैं आपसे अभी डिस्कस करूंगा 2 मिनट, फिर डिफाइन करूंगा. तब तक आपको इसे लिखना है. ठीक है. लिखने में एक बात याद रखें, प्लीज नेवर ब्रिंग रूल्ड नोटबुक. देना? नहीं, आप देना बेटा. इनकी जो नोटबुक है, ये मेरे हिसाब से एक आइडियल नोटबुक है. बल्कि ज्यादा अच्छा ये होता अगर इसकी स्केप ज्यादा होती, वाइड होता ये, क्योंकि इक्वेशन लिखने में वो एक लाइन में पूरी कंप्लीट हो जाएगी और इसमें लाइंस नहीं होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. ये क्यों जरूरी है, लाइंस क्यों नहीं होनी चाहिए? क्योंकि ऑर्गेनिक स्ट्रक्चर्स की खुद की बहुत सारी लाइंस हैं, वो इनके साथ मर्ज हो जाती हैं और वो कभी इंप्रेशन क्रिएट नहीं होने देती. तो अगर आपने आज बना भी लिया है तो भी कल आपको ये नोटबुक ही लाओगे. किसी भी स्टूडेंट के पास रूल नोटबुक होगी तो मैं क्लास से उठा के बाहर कर दूंगा आपको. समझ में आ गया? अगर आप कहेंगे सर मैं नहीं खरीद सकता हूं, तो आप एप्लीकेशन लिख के दो, मैं खरीद के आपको दूं. बट यू हैव टू ब्रिंग दिस वन. ठीक है. प्लीज इसको लिखिए सिस्टमैटिकली पूरा.